We turn now to syndicated radio talk show host Rush Limbaugh. He joins us live from his studio. Good evening, Rush. Welcome to Special Report.
It's great to be here. This is a milestone for me, my first ever appearance on your program, and I'm honored to be here.
Well, thanks. You know, it's been a couple days since the Attorney General wrote that 4-page letter describing his conclusions from the Mueller report. What's your assessment of the fallout since that time?
I think all the fallout's a bunch of distraction. We got to keep track of exactly what this was, Brett. There was zero collusion. There was no collusion. There was never any evidence of any collusion between Trump or his campaign and Russia. Zilch, zero, nada. They began an investigation based on a phony dossier that was created, excuse me, and written by associates of Hillary Clinton. It was opposition research. This is outrageous what has happened here. There needs to be an investigation into this. There needs to be accountability for everybody who participated in this, from people high up in the Obama administration all the way down and including most of the mainstream media. It has been 2 years that we have been distracted. This country has been placed through, it's gone through hell here. The people of this country were told their president was a traitor. They were assured their president had colluded, had stolen the election. None of it happened. And the special counsel has known there was no collusion since before the investigation began. There has never been any evidence of it. I don't care what Schiff says, I don't care what Comey says, or any of the rest of them. This whole thing is a manufactured coup because these people could not accept the results of the 2016 election, and they're continuing it, Brett. They are continuing to try. You look at Swalwell and you look at Schiff, their conduct illustrates that this is an ongoing political project to get rid of Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with finding out if a foreign power had anything to do with our elections, because a foreign power did not.
Well, you mentioned Congressman Schiff and Congressman Swalwell, both saying they want to see all 300-plus pages of the Mueller report, and they're saying there could be more in there. Take a listen to them.
I think he acts on Russia's behalf, and he puts Russia's interests ahead too often of America's interests.
There's ample evidence of collusion in plain sight, and that is true. There's a difference between there being evidence of collusion and proof beyond a reasonable doubt of a crime.
What do you think of that?
There is no evidence of collusion. The man is lying through his teeth. This is exactly what I mean by they're trying to keep this alive. I heard today in the New York Times, hey, guess what? The Mueller report's actually 300 pages, and Barr summarized it in 4. There must be something. Are they serious about this? They really, Pelosi and the rest, want us to believe that Barr is lying about what's in this report, that there is evidence of collusion in this report? If that's true, what must they think of Barr? What must they, and where is Mueller saying, hey, wait a minute, Barr is lying about this. I found collusion. I found obstruction. It's in my report. Mueller isn't saying that. Neither are the 19 pro-Hillary investigators on his staff saying that. This is, Brett, it's just continuing. Swalwell and Schiff are lying to the American people because they can't give it up. It is outrageous, and some of these people need to be held account. I hope the president calls a special counsel to look into this, because the American people deserve to know how they have been manipulated, how they have been used. They deserve to know what the Democrat Party and the American left, descending from the Obama administration, attempted to pull off here. And it better never, ever happen again. This is probably the biggest political scandal, certainly of our lifetimes, and maybe even longer. But for crying out loud, where are the FISA judges on this? A phony opposition research document called a dossier was used 4 times. There's not a shred of evidence in it. None of it has been corroborated, and they used it to get warrants to spy on the opposing presidential campaign 4 different times. And there's never been any evidence of collusion. I keep repeating this because I'm adamant the American people understand exactly what has happened here. This is a huge hoax that has been perpetrated that makes every other hoax in our lifetime pale in comparison. Not a shred of evidence. That FISA warrant, all 4 of them, were based on absolute lies put together by Hillary Clinton's campaign team. And they defrauded the FISA court to get warrants to spy on people with it. It's outrageous to me. I say he should continue tweeting forces that are aligned and arrayed against him, Brett. He has what everybody thinks is a media. We don't have a media in this country. There isn't a group of people going out and reporting the news and then telling us what happened that we didn't know about. We have Democrat activists. We have left-wing hacks that are disguised as journalists that are helping propel the effort to get rid of Donald Trump.